What is going on, guys? RealDallasN here with another video. Today I'm actually making this video here at work. I decided to kind of change the scenery a little bit so that it gives you guys a clear representation of like, hey, I'm not just a fucking office geek. By the way, I got goggles going on with the sunburn, so I'm gonna wear my shades so that I don't look like a fucking goof. Guys, today is an interesting day because I'm feeling all the effects of getting derailed. I know I said this in a few videos ago. I was just like, man, like, you know, it's so easily done. You can get derailed so fast in life and you honestly will never see it fucking coming. So, today I'm literally here to discuss how you literally have to watch out for yourself. You need to watch out for the thing that's capping you. Right? We all probably have a vice. We probably all have like weed or alcohol or, you know, cocaine. I don't fucking know what you do. Dip. I don't fucking know, bro. But honestly, for a majority of the standpoint, I derailed myself by accident. I really wasn't trying to. So, I'll tell you a little story about how. And, you know, it was only a few days worth, right? But, you know, like I kind of fucked up and, you know, I got on the wrong side of the spiritual side of God, you know, like I definitely kind of fucked myself up. And I keep, you know, I always fall back into a pattern and I always can sense it and I know myself, right? So for the most part, I've been doing a lot of work on myself. I came here to isolate myself, but yet I can see myself whenever I fall back into really stupid patterns because I believe in scarcity or I don't believe in myself at all. You know, it happens. And I don't understand why I keep falling back into that trick. And it's like, dude, I just can't wrap my fucking head around it. So like, you know, right now I'm just like trying to put a fucking stop to it by making this video and, you know, just putting it out there. But anyways, so the other day, you know, I go back home and I go and see my brother, you know, Daniel Sampley. If you haven't ever heard of Daniel Sampley, go check out his music on Spotify. His music is really great. He's up and coming country music artist in Texas. So if you can, go take a look at his music or take a listen to it. I promise you, you won't hate it. But for the most part, guys, I went up there and, you know, I was going to go have dinner with my family because I miss them and I wanted to, you know, say, hey, and I wanted to go and talk to them because I miss them. And so basically, I went back home to eat dinner with my family and I went to just spend some time with them and quality time, right? But I know myself and I know that like I like to have a beer and I like to hang out with my family and it was nice. I had, you know, quit my fasting and basically I didn't realize that like the beer would make my hunger spike through the roof. And so basically I had a large beer and then a beer came to the second beer and then there was a few beers later and all of a sudden I ended up at a fucking bar. And then all of a sudden I'm drinking in, you know, Daniel's room, you know, listening to music and reading the 16 commandments, you know, reading the 16 commandments just, you know, until like 3 a.m. And then not only that, I decided that, yeah, you know, because like it takes a lot to, you know, get me to really be fucked up, you know, so I was pretty straight. And so I drove home. And honestly, just another mistake, you know, just like you know, you can't fucking do that shit, guys. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care, you know, how good you think you are drinking, bro. If you can't afford the fucking Uber home, which I was an hour away, you need to stay the fuck where you are and don't fucking drink and drive. And that's not because I'm being a pussy about it, because I'm telling you, oh, you know, you gotta fucking, you know, stay home and, you know, not take a ride. But no, bro, like it literally has serious consequences. Like you could fucking die or kill somebody else. And if you do it, you're a fucking coward. And honestly, I fucking did it the other day and I called myself out on it because I was being a little fucking coward. I was being a little bitch because I didn't want to fucking stay the night and then wake up in the morning and drive my fucking ass over to fucking an hour and a half away to work. Because I'd rather fucking risk other people's lives than to fucking just stay the night or get a fucking Uber home. You know, like my parents, you know, I could stay at their house and they know that, right? But I know how I get on alcohol. I become very, very aggressively confident and that I feel like I can do anything and achieve anything because, you know, it just gives you liquid courage, right? And everybody gets that. But honestly, it can be very destructive. So, you know, like I had to take a serious look at it and be like, yo, like why the fuck did I sit there and drink the whole fucking night? Like I'm better than that. Like I 100% know that like this is a pattern in which I follow all the time. And every single time it happens, like I have a very real few shit days afterwards, and I like feel depressed, and I feel like I'm back in my loser mentality, and I'm back in my loser mindset. And so basically what I'm talking about, guys, is like we have vices, right? Whether it's smoking weed, doing cocaine, doing whatever the fuck it is that you do, you know, in order to fucking alleviate some of the stresses of life and your fun, you know, and that could also be eating food, eating junk food, or whatever the fuck it is. You have to know what the fuck your vice is. You have to know what sets you off and puts you backwards into a spiral of fucking thinking like a bitch. And like, I'm saying this because I go through this shit, guys. I go through it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking lie to you and be like, oh yeah, I'm perfect. I'm fucking, you know, I'm making videos to you guys and I don't fuck up myself. But no, like it's straight up like I fuck up too, guys. And I'm not perfect. I'm gonna say that 1,000-fold. I'm not perfect and I fuck up too. Okay, and that's why I make these videos, is because I can actually be fucking real with myself about it. So nonetheless, guys, I'm out here making this video for you so that you can understand, don't fucking do that type of shit. Don't be a coward and drink and drive and, you know, drink alcohol past the consumption limit. You know, set yourself a fucking limit. After I did that, like, I was like, dude, I'm done with this shit. I'm so tired of being this piece of shit asshole who fucking gets too drunk and then fucking wants to drive everywhere and drive hours home and risk other people's lives. It's just actually a fucking train wreck. Man, like, you don't realize what the fuck you're doing, and you're taking away from your potential and fucking your future. Like, get real with yourself and fix it. So I sat down and I literally literally looked it up on Google. I was like, dude, like, how can I stop making my temptation to drink, you know, happen? Like, why am I so tempted? Why do I keep not limiting myself? Why do I not make like a certain list amount, right? And usually I'm pretty good about writing shit down, you know, about a plan or a plan of action that I'm gonna do. So, you know, like I got home and I made a plan of action. I said, hey, like, you know, I'm not going to allow myself more than 6 to 8 beers a week, ever in life. If I ever become, you know, I mean, unless I have an Uber home or whatever, but like until I become super successful to where I really want to be, I'm only allowed 6 to 8 fucking beers in a week. I'm only allowed 6 to 8 beers in a week, and I'm only allowed 2 in a night. 2. You may think, oh, well, don't be such a pussy, blah, 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 just stay home, you can have a drink, blah, blah, blah. No, dude, no. It's the limit of 2 a fucking night for me. I know myself better, and I'm setting that limit for myself because I'm not a fucking bitch, and I'm not a coward, and I'm going to fucking man the fuck up and only have 2. Right? So these are things that I implement, right? As a man, like this is something that you should implement as well. If you're, you know, just now starting to drink, or you're starting to do stuff and substance and, you know, ass or whatever the fuck it is, drugs / alcohol, you know, if you do these things, it holds you back regardless. So if you're too much of a fucking pussy where you can't live life sober, then you have a serious problem. And you've got to get that shit checked out. And if you don't fucking check it, life will check it for you, 100%. The last 2 days, 2 to 3 days have been fucking hell. I've been having to recover. I've been having to do shit that I don't like. I've been having to have conversations with myself that I don't fucking want to have. I have to, you know, pick up the scraps. I've been fucking ill-performing at work. I've been ill-performing in my life. And I can't be fucking doing that, guys. When you're on the grind and you have every opportunity to become better, you can't be setting yourself down like that, right? And you can say, well, it's only a few days. You know, well, those few days go into the next step, the next process for you. You've got to become better, and you've got to get better at recognizing what's throwing you off and derailing you. I said it in the last video, it only takes something this small to derail you. So are you man enough to fucking fix it? Are you man enough to like really just not have it derail you at all? Are you man enough to set limits for yourself to where you know that you should be performing at a better altitude? My night would have probably gone a lot better if I had only had 2 beers. My 2 beers that I bought. But instead, I fucking continue to drink. And it's not anybody else's problem. Like, no one, you know, just because I was offered beer and I accepted it, doesn't mean it's their fault. It's my fault. It's my fault for accepting it. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap the video here, but at the end of the day, guys, you have to figure out what is holding you back. Fix your fucking vices. You don't fucking need them that heavily. And honestly, you'll be really surprised at how much more gains and how much more progress you get whenever you just don't fucking give into those vices at all. Figure that shit out and put a fucking nip in the bud in it. Okay, I'm not saying not to have fun. I'm not saying not go have a good time from time to time. But there's a time and a fucking place. And if you're not in a fucking place where you can actually have a good time, God rewards good times, bro. God rewards good times, whether you want to fucking do that or not. So, you know, it's up to you whether or not you want to try to force that on yourself, or you want to make the good time yourself before you're actually rewarded with that. That's on you. That's on you. Wait for life to reward you. Wait for the moments and actually you feel proud and accomplished and in a good setting. And once you make good accomplishments, stop celebrating early. Stop celebrating small fucking wins. You know? Like I sometimes have a really bad habit of feeling like I'm the man before I am actually the man. I like to, if I'm working on getting a certification and I think, oh, dude, I'm so badass for getting this certification, I tend to celebrate early sometimes. Stop doing that shit. Reward yourself after the hard work is done, if you choose to do so. Or think of it as, hey, this is a great goal. I'm proud of myself. I'm not going to give it to anybody. So I'm going to keep fucking going. And you'd be surprised that in a year of doing that, how far your life will transform. So, guys, I hope this video was really helpful for you today. It was really from the heart, and I really wanted to go over it because I care about you guys, but I also care about, my life, and I want to make sure that I'm not fucking my life up, because something's stupid. But I want to give you guys the guidance and the advice, and hopefully this video helps because it's from the heart, and I hope it reaches some of you, and I hope that it wakes some of you up. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video today, give the video a like. Put a comment down below. If you have any feedback for me, go ahead and put it down there. There's going to be a video right here that pops up. If you want to go ahead and click on it, it's probably my last video in the series. But if you also want to subscribe, click this button right here and you can see more content from me. But I hope you guys have a blessed day. It comes from the heart, guys. I love you so much, and I hope that we take this place somewhere. See you later, guys.